Hello again, everyone. This is going to be a out-of-box review of the Revell Datsun 240Z that I purchased a couple weeks ago. It is a 125 scale, ages 10 and up, and it is a skill level 2. If you go inside the box here, it does tell you that the length of this 125 scale is going to end up being 6.5 inches long. It's going to be having a total of 100 pieces, and the body molded will be in white. And as far as the decals are concerned, it's going to be a silkscreen water slide type of decal. But it gives you a little synopsis on the side here as far as talking about the Datsun 240Z, how it's being an inexpensive sports car. And it was powered by a straight 6 engine at the time, and up to the present time now, it's become a hot collector, and it's supposedly highly sought after. It does have a detailed 2.4 liter 6-cylinder engine. It does give you the option of having a roll bar and a rear spoiler if you choose to go the kind of race effect. It does have racing style decal graphics as well, and it is, like I said again, it's molded in white and clear with chrome plated parts and black vinyl tires. It does give you a little paint guide here if you want to follow the cover art on the front of the box. On the side of the box, it does show you another look at the model as it's painted, and it looks like an orange color there, but gives you a closer up shot of it. This is kit number 85-2392, and on the other side of the box, of course, it does give you a more detailed look at the inside of the engine cover and the top view of the vehicle itself. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box. First of all, we do have the instructions here for the 240Z, and once again, Revell always kind of starts you off with a synopsis of the history of the 240Z and how it came to be. We can read that over a little later when you get it. Once again, on the right hand side, it does show you the actual paint guide if you choose to paint and detail your model on there. As always, basically, it's pretty much straight up. Always starting off with the engine first, and then let's see if I can get a little bit more light here. And then, of course, then we have the suspension assembly as well, and then I'll go into the exhaust and radiator assembly, the interior detail assembly and roll bar assembly on the next page, step 5, and then step 6 you get into the interior assembly, and step 7 pretty much be the wheel assembly itself, and of course then we have the body detail, hood assembly, and then the final assembly. And what I kind of like about this too is that each step of the way, the instructions does give you the suggested paint color underneath the item name. Like, for instance, it'll say like left engine block, gloss blue. So each of the parts does give you a suggested paint color as you assemble this. So like I said, once again, the instructions are pretty well straightforward. On the back, it does give you 2 options. It gives you the stock version if you want to go that route, or it gives you the tuner version. That's your second option. So there you go. That's the instructions. And here we go with the we'll start off with the body of the car itself. It's fairly nicely detailed all the way around, not much flash around. Of course, they have the supports here for the windshield side and the hatchback side. So those will be coming out eventually when we put the glass in. It does have, I don't know if you can see that in the light or not, but it does imprint on the sides, the Datsun. On the back here, towards the hatchback end, it does say 240Z on it. You can see that. And then on the trunk side, the rear side, it does show the imprint of Datsun 240Z. But overall, it's very nicely detailed. You see the door panel lines. Very pleased with this. Like I said, once this is all assembled, it's going to be 6 1/4 inch length. So it's a good length to display on your shelf. As far as the tree parts, we probably have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tree parts. Like I said, it gives you the option of the roll bar if you want to go in the racing mode. So here's the roll bar with the extension bar on the side there. It does give you the other option of putting a rear spoiler on there, and of course that gives you a little fire extinguisher as well. So that's one tree part there. And of course the next tree part, you have the front nose piece where the headlights are going. And it does give you 3 actual parts for your 2 bucket seats. Steering wheel, this is going to be the radiator, and then you've got the muffler assembly. Once again, there's not too much flash on this at all, so it's looking pretty detailed, so I'm happy about that. That's tree number 2. And here we go. Kind of get this in frame here for you. We have the hood here, the firewall. Let me see if I can get a pointer here. Okay, yeah, hood, firewall. We have the rear panel where the license plate goes, tail lights, all that kind of stuff. We have our 2 door panels, and then of course we have our chassis pan here, and then we have the dashboard, nicely detailed. Once again, kind of bring this in a little close for you. So there you go. All the instrument panels, the air conditioning. The decals do come, so we'll be putting the decals in once we get this all painted up. And then we have, of course, our gas tank. So that's one there. And then our final, our next set of trees. Basically, we're looking at this suspension parts. We also do have the gas pedals. They come individually, so by your clutch brake, and your gas pedal. Of course, then we have our parking brake and our stick shift mode. We have this is actually an air conditioned radiator, hoses, and we have our oil pan, and of course our rear axles, and over here we have our engine blocks with our retainers and battery and other items. Actually, this is going to be the rear end of the wheel assembly on there. So, and these are going to be actually hood latches, so the hood will open and close once you get it all assembled for probably both the hood and the trunk. So there you go. And then of course we have a small tree here of all chrome parts. Once again, part of it's with the grill, and the fan and the intake valves, our rims for our tires, and of course our rear and front bumpers, and then our air filters and whatnot. So that's our chrome. Now some of this chrome, as far as the instructions are concerned, are going to be actually painted a different color, chrome, aluminum, so it'll be dulled down a little bit. And then as far as the tires are concerned, this is how they're molded on this little rubber tree. They're vinyl tires. Just kind of have to take my word for it that it is imprinted on their Goodyear tires. Of course, we'll be shaving all these little tabs off here and cleaning them up a little bit, but you get 4 nicely detailed tires. The treads look pretty good on there, and so there you go. There's that. And then of course we have some clear parts. Now these came in the box without any plastic bag around them. They're just kind of sitting loose, so we'll start off with the actual windshield and hatchback. It's all molded in one piece, as well as the 2 quarter panels, window panels on the back of the car. They're a little scratched up. We'll just have to kind of buff those out a little bit and clean them up a little bit, but they should be okay. So that's for the windshield and the hatchback window. These 2 items, they fell off the clear part tree, but they should go into the rear panel of the car for the tail lights. And then of course we have our headlights and our parking lights on this particular clear tree. And so there you go. That's for most of the parts. That's all the parts, I should say, that are in this kit. As far as the decals, of course, like I said, you can go stock or you can go with the racing mode, the tuner mode. Gives you a couple options on there. Like they said on the box, it's a silk screen decals. Not sure what that exactly means, but we'll find out how easy it is to actually peel these things off and apply them to the kit itself. Just kind of to note too is that if you can see here, this kit was probably made in 2002, so this is probably a 13-year-old kit. Decals don't look too bad for being 13 years old. Probably a little bit of some yellowing in there, but we'll see how easy it peels off the backing and gets applied. So there you go. That's the out-of-box review for the Datsun 240Z. We'll put the cover backs back on here. So once again, thanks for watching and subbing, and we'll keep you updated on this next series of build. And of course, once again, have a good 4th of July for the weekend for everybody, and be safe, and we'll catch you on the next video.